Today we're joined by Bison UK in the NTD studio to celebrate their 10th year anniversary in the UK, and I'm proudly joined by Mike Harris, Sales Director. Welcome, Mike.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to you. And also, Dan May, you've never been to the NTD studio before, so welcome.
First time, yeah.
And Tom, you've recently done your first technical corner with Mike Harris on their new Vice, so we'll be looking at that again shortly.
Thank you. Yes, it's one to remember.
Yeah, they still ran it, didn't they?
Good technical corner, by the way, chaps. Now, 10 years in the UK, what's changed? What are the major differences that you've seen over the last 10 years?
Well, for Bison, when we started off 10 years ago, we stuck with an ethos that has worked all the way, in that we sell to distribution and also to OEMs, machine tool companies direct. For that to happen, you have to build a great relationship. That doesn't happen overnight. They got to trust you. They got to know that you're going to support them. And over the last years, 10 years, I think we've got it there now, and we have great relationships with our customers.
And Dan, I mean, you've been with the company from its inception 10 years ago.
Yeah. So I mean, we're not just when clients and customers phone us, it's not just for price and availability. We also offer solutions. We keep really good stock levels in the UK. We try and keep up to £1 million worth of stock, and then we offer everything on a next day service for us before 4. I mean, if you were going to order something like an 800ml chuck, which we keep on the shelf, we prefer the order by 3:45 so we can get it packed. But yeah, it's all next day.
That's fantastic. I mean, to have next day delivery with work holding products, you know, you supply such a large range and portfolio of work holding products. Fantastic.
Yeah, we've got over 5,000 different items.
Wow. I mean, Tom, have you had much experience with Bison products in your engineering career?
Yeah, I actually used Bison Vices while I was a machinist, but as you can see, we've got some products here. But what I'd like to know is how have your products changed or evolved in the last 10 years?
Well, I think the first thing, if you look at the machine vice, whereas we were known initially just for a lathe chuck company and a few of ye olde type vices, now we're doing CNC vices, which, as we did on our previous filming, there's so many different facets to it now. You can grip up to 5 tons worth of pressure, which is great for first hot machining. And
it was great when we did the tech con on that, to learn how making that out of one billet can just have so many positive effects.
Accuracy is prime concern on something like this, so that's what we needed to do, and this is just the start for Bison.
Now, going through some of your other products, Dan, what's with the power chucks?
So with the power chucks, we've always sold them over the years and up until this year with hard jaws. So the jaws are ground into a chuck, which is expensive and time consuming. But what we've found is not all customers need that. So now we're offering them just with soft jaws. So by doing that, we've noticed a big upturn in sales.
It's only been recently that you've introduced the power chuck range to your portfolio of products, and already in such a short period of time you've become quite a big player in the power chuck market. What are the secrets behind your success? How have you achieved this?
I think it's talking to the customers. Instead of them just coming on and saying to us, we want a power chuck, we will say to them, right, what machines have got to fit on? Do you need the connectors to go with it as well? Do you need a draw tube connector? Do you need an adapter plate?
We offer the backup service.
Yeah.
We offer the full backup service. So we'll send them a spindle nose data sheet. Please ask your customer to fill that out. Or I'm a bit lost with this. Can you phone my customer for me? I'll phone your customer and I'll talk it through with them what it is exactly that they need. And even it's not always where they need the full package. They might have an existing setup so they can just take one chuck off, put ours on, or they might need the full package and we'll provide the full package.
So Dan, you offer all of the technical support required to sell power chucks in the UK.
Yep.
Because I mean, there's a lot more to it than just the chuck. You've got your adapter plates, your draw tube connectors, the applications.
Yeah, it all has to be done set up right. Yeah.
So all full technical support available in the UK.
All from the UK.
For the power chuck range. Brilliant.
You don't just sell it as a box and send it out now. You have to ask the questions.
I mean, 10 years ago, you weren't selling power chucks in the UK.
No.
Well, I think having all that technical knowledge is great, but with all the work holding on the market, why would you choose Bison?
Well, when you choose Bison as your work holding supplier, you're getting all the investment, as you can see in the video, all the knowledge, all the experience that we offer.
Now, going through all your products, but I think Gio's actually got one more question for you, Mike.
Well, really, I think we've covered things quite nicely, but what are your plans for the next 5 years, Mike?
The next 5 years?
Not your plans, Bison.
Well, we're having a holiday in Tenerife and stuff like that. But we're developing existing products as well as bringing out new ones. I mean, even this vice that we only showcased recently, they're going to bring a modified version out of it already, where they're going to adjust the top jaw, which you give it just a lip on there, but with a serrated edge to give it better gripping, even more better gripping power. Also, we're looking at new 5-axis machines, small ones to go with, because this is what the market is crying out for. They know Bison needs quality, make something to go with it, and that's what we're going to do. I mean, we've got tombstones as well. I quoted the other day on a project for another machine tool company for 19 tombstones. We can make them at the Bison factory.
And each tombstone will include 3 of those vices on it as standard.
I mean, that's a great project. And again, it's not just products you're selling solutions and bespoke projects. Now,
Absolutely.
You're mentioning, Mike, about making things. You're mentioning about, or talking about your factory in Poland, which is a state-of-the-art facility with state-of-the-art machine tools, which we've talked about in the past. Now, your capabilities to manufacture some of these products, and you're mentioning quality. Tell us about the capabilities in this facility that enables you to make all the adjustments and evolve the products further.
As you can see, we've got our own cast iron foundry with our own heat treat department, and that's where the tombstones will be made. It'll all be made in-house, so there's nothing being sent off to be made somewhere else. It starts there and it finishes there. And, you know, as you can see, look, all the quality is second to none, and the knowledge and expertise that the guys have at the factory, you know, we rely on them all the time. They're exceptional.
You have control. That's the whole thing, because they're not sending stuff out somewhere where you're making it to their standards. You keep it all under one roof, so therefore you control what's happening.
You have full control.
Yeah.
We'd love to visit the factory in Poland. It looks absolutely phenomenal. Now, Tom, Bison have been with MTD for 5 years now. So half of the time you've been with MTD. I'm not going to ask you yet how you found that relationship, but you've seen some of the videos from the past. How has Mike changed in the last 5 years?
Well, I think obviously we're here today to celebrate Bison's 10-year anniversary, but I also think we need to celebrate 5 years with MTD. And as you can see, I think one of the best bits on, I really do think Mike should grow another one, is his little goatee. It suits him.
No, I think in the last 5 years I've always looked the same, old. So let's go run VT.
No, as you can tell from behind, Mike just doesn't really seem to have changed, but it's great to have these videos to see what products they had 5 years ago, just compared to what the products you've got now.
Yeah. It showcases your products out very well. You can say, right, let's dedicate 10 minutes to this. You ask the questions that an end user would ask. With us, we could send a leaflet with it, but does that ask all the questions? Whereas you'll be going, Mike, how does this go? Mike, how does that go? And I still won't answer you.
But no, I think that's great. And obviously the technical corner we did, I learned quite a lot myself that day, because obviously we spoke about how the jaws and stuff are ground, but one of the main things I'd learned that day is when you see a vice and it's made out of multiple bits of steel compared to one solid piece, and how that helps with accuracy and just repeatability.
Yeah, accuracy in it, you know, accumulated error, I think is what they used to call it, because it's the sum of multiple parts. Whether it's one casting machined, it's sturdy, it's strong, it's accurate.
But the other thing, and as well, and this vice really does go forward for me, is that you've listened to customers, and just one of the simplest things is the 3 holes on the side, so you can put your work stop in different areas. And also, you can use one vice to do 2 completely different sizes just by swapping the top jaw over.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. And what about the swarf trap? Because you like that.
I did.
Didn't you?
Yes, actually.
You didn't go on about it.
I'd forgot about that, to be honest. But yeah, and
I didn't.
no, it was great, because obviously, as a machinist, one of the problems is when you're swapping components over, or you're going from op 1 to op 2, you need your vice to be as clean as possible. So when it's clamped, it's straight. But a lot of problems with some vices, once you've got your jaw quite far back and you've got quite a big hole in the middle, all the swarf goes in, it's compact. You're blowing that out, you're getting it all over you. It gets everywhere. So having this vice with the swarf trap, as I know you like, it just makes setup time a lot quicker and a lot easier.
Yeah. You're spending more time machining, less time cleaning.
Exactly, and I think that is such a great way to put it.
There you go.
Brilliant product, brilliant evolution of the Vice too, and like you mentioned, these are mounted now onto the tombstones for this project that you're now quoting for 19 pallets in one. one solution. The videos have actually been on the screen as you've been talking about the Vice. Also a video of the factory in the UK that you're actually working from in Peterborough. Our visit at XYZ was also on the screen, and you can watch all these videos from Bison that we've produced over the years on the MTD CNC website. And if you've got any inquiries, requirements for work holding solutions, Bison are only a phone call away, and then we'll be happy to help. So congratulations on your 10th year anniversary, and thank you very much for joining us in the MTD studio.
Have you got a cake?
No, sorry, I've got some sweets in the back.
Sweets.